Testing, testing.
All good, man. Well, congratulations on a violent performance like that. So I guess what are the emotions to knock out someone like Mickey Gall here in front of Madison Square Garden?
Oh man, I can't really put it into words. Just thankful, blessed. I can't thank God Almighty enough for what He's given me. I'm extremely fortunate. I I'm nothing without the help of God, without the help of my team, and all the support that I get. So first and foremost, it's very easy for me to come in here and be like, yeah, this is me, this is me, this is me. But it's really not. I got a driving force behind me, but my mind and my heart, I think, is a testament to a lot of things. I've been through some pretty rough times, some pretty dark times, but I don't know. I can't really quite put my finger on what I'm feeling right now. I just know that, as I was saying earlier, it's like the return on investment, It's like when you invest in something and it comes back and it's doubling and tripling. So I feel amazing. And
these dark moments you're talking about, was this during your fight career or before you got to the UFC?
During the fight, for sure. I think everybody has dark moments, but I think I probably had a lot of dark moments even before fighting. That's probably why I started fighting, right? But even throughout my career, I remember it's crazy to think, how life goes, right? If you would have asked me about a year and some change ago, if I would be here, I'd probably say no. I almost had I had a horrific neck injury that I thought was gonna derail everything. I thought it was gonna alter the way that I lived my life. My right arm completely atrophied for about 3 months. I didn't have use of my right arm fully. The range of motion, I could not pull 5 pounds down, right? So, a lot of these emotions, a lot of these feelings are rushing back to me right now. And, yeah, I don't know. I can't really, I don't know. I don't know.
Just the last one on that, just for clarification, I'm sure someone's going to listen to this. When you say you didn't think you would be here, did you mean fighting or just in general?
I didn't know, man. I don't know. A lot.
Sure.
A lot.
In terms of the fight against Mickey that played out, I think this is your first knockout win of your pro career. Obviously, it kept your stoppage. I think you're still perfect in stoppage wins. So I guess, is this how you saw the fight playing out? Because obviously Mickey is a high-level grappler. You're a high-level grappler. Oftentimes that can lead to a striking affair. So in terms of the actual fight, is this how you saw it happening?
Absolutely. I'm a little disappointed in myself. Obviously tonight, I'm very proud of my performance. I think I did a great job, but I think in the past I don't know why. I just I want to kick myself in my ass, I'm like, dude, what's wrong with you? Are you I grew up boxing, my family, they're fanatical about boxing, and the Bronx is a big boxing borough. It has a home of a lot of fighters, a lot of great gyms. The first gym I ever stepped foot into was Morris Park Boxing Gym, not far from here, and I'm gonna go train. I'm gonna go train there this week. But I don't know, man. I don't know why sometimes I've gotten in my own way, and it's just stupid. But I'm done with all of that. I flipped the switch. I don't care.
So I guess what changes are going to be made in camp now, so you don't have these the flip is
not giving the F straight up. Just whatever. It is what it is. Who cares? I'm here to do a job. I'm here for a good time, not a long time, right? Because nobody really has a long career. But I think I stopped feeling sorry for myself. I just whatever. At the end of the day, I knew nobody was gonna come save me, and I just had to save myself, and that's it. So if anybody's listening to this, I'm not trying to be a motivational speaker or anything like that. But if my ass could make it through some crazy hard times, anybody in this room, anybody outside in this world under the sun could do it.
Moving forward, I mean, you fought in the Apex a lot. Now you got MSG, and even just looking at your record, you've not really had an easy fight. There's not really easy fights in the UFC, but it's these big names that you face. So I guess moving forward, is it going to be hard to, go back to possibly fighting in the Apex after getting a KO win in MSG?
I mean, it's tough because at the end of the day, as much as it's as crazy as it is to say, the Apex has kind of become a staple. You know what I mean? Like that Apex like saved everybody's life. You know what I mean during COVID. So I think there has to be a little bit of tribute. But if I'm not mistaken, I think the UFC is like starting to add a lot more fans for attendance and everything like that. So, I mean, the Apex is just like strict business. You know what I mean? But I don't mind it. I like the Apex. I like the crowd. I love MSG. I love New York. I'm a New Yorker through and through. You know, I know Texas is my home, and they've adopted me over there, and I could be kind of a redneck at times, but till the day I die, I'm a city boy.
So I guess when do you want to get back in there? Because it looks like you came out relatively unscathed.
Honest to God, I want to just get back home. I know these past couple of months have been crazy hectic. I just want to decompress really quick. And you know, maybe February. I wouldn't mind Saudi Arabia. You know, I know that they're
first.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a little bit of time, right? And I get to, you know, get just a little chunky for Thanksgiving and my birthday tomorrow. So
Happy birthday!
Thank you, I appreciate it. So yeah, maybe Saudi Arabia because I know New York City, state, and the feds are about to touch my taxes up today, baby. But I know they don't really do that in Saudi Arabia. So let's go. Those sheikhs got money to throw.
Ramiz, right?
Yes, sir.
First of all, congratulations on the incredible victory. One of the things I heard about during the lead up to this fight is, you know, growing up in the Bronx, telling your family that you're going to fight here one day. Just talk to me about that. I mean, that's a pretty cool story.
Man, it's crazy, right? The only thing I could think that would be bigger than this is like fighting at Yankee Stadium. You know what I mean? But I don't know if they could. Maybe they could. You never know.
They could do it in the stands.
Yeah, they could. Yeah, 100%.
Red Sox fan.
Yeah, I mean, or they could just go to the Bronx and just like organize a street fight, put a cage right in the Bronx, and be like, all right, whoever's gonna attend this, I'll fight there. 100%.
Nobody ever fights in the streets in the Bronx.
Nah, they don't no more. They used to. But man, it's I swear to God, it's an indescribable feeling. You know, I don't really know what to say. Just me and John are the only two New Yorkers on the card tonight? Because Chris was supposed to fight, but yeah, man, I don't know. I didn't really think about that, but I just knew. I was like, you know, I'm gonna put on for the Bronx tonight, all 5 boroughs, and they deserve a show, you know. And anytime I come to fight, I always want to put on an exciting performance, right? So to come here and to do it tonight, I mean, I just feel elated, you know what I mean? Like, it just feels like I got to be myself tonight, you know, and I got to show what the gym knows, like everybody that I train with, like with Belal, with all these guys that they know, right? That I could do some spectacular and amazing things, and for me to just go out there and let it all hang out, like, was the best thing in the world.
Plus, John's an upstate New York guy too, so.
Well, what are we gonna start saying? Long Island's a part of the 5 boroughs now, guys? I'm joking. Staten Island, right? No, I'm joking.
Obviously, you said you'd like to fight in Saudi Arabia. That'd be pretty cool. Is there someone in mind you wouldn't mind getting matched against?
Man, I don't know. Like, I swear to God, right now I gotta like just go look. Maybe I might get active on social media again. It's been kind of good. I've been off social media for like 2 weeks. Kind of feel like a caveman a little bit. I don't even know what's going on, right? I'm just like chilling in my own world.
Nothing in the world has changed in 2 weeks.
No, probably not, right? Just people talking more shit.
Something pretty big happened in the last 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's coming today, baby. But I don't know. I mean, for me personally, I need to go look back, and I'm sure that there's a lot of exciting fights at welterweight, man. There's always welterweight's scrap, man. It's like one of the freaking biggest divisions, right, in the UFC, if I'm not mistaken. I think us and lightweight, right, are like the 2 biggest freaking Shark Tank of the divisions. But I mean, every division in the UFC is like kind of crazy now when you look at it.
Congratulations.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
Let me right here.
Yes, sir.
Internet loves it. What's the hat you put on Joe Rogan?
Oh, that's an Albanian pliss. That was my grandfather's, and it's like a tribal hat, right? And you know, hopefully you guys just tweet out to Joe Rogan. I don't got his personal cell number, but if you guys could tweet out to him, you guys are a lot more famous than I am. So tweet out to Joe. Just tell him to take care of that thing, please. It was my grandfather's.
Yeah, he has
I
it.
gave it to him.
And last one for me, real quick. What did you tweeted out Joe Rogan's name? What was that? In Albanian? What, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, the shout out that I gave in Albanian. I was just telling the old Albanian diaspora, all the fans, I said this was my grandfather's hat. I'm giving it to him. You know, my grandfather was an amazing human being, man. His soul rest in peace. And one thing about him, he always had a big, kind heart. He was a very giving guy, you know. And I knew I just wanted to give that little piece of my family history to Joe. And bear in mind, I never had an in-cage interview with Joe Rogan. So why not make it a memorable one tonight, right? And he's an honorable Albanian tonight.
Ramiz, after your fight, DC said that all welterweights should train with Belal Muhammad. I know you've spent a lot of time training with him. What have you learned from him, and how has he impacted your life?
Dude, I love that guy, man. I swear to God, like training with Belal, man, and he got a dog named Dewey, and Dewey was my main sparring partner this whole training camp. He has a bulldog, like an English bulldog. He's a cool ass dog, man. Dewey just like, what do they call that whenever the dogs just like start running at like a crazy the zoots or the zoomies, man. That dog just got the zoomies like 24/7. But me and Dewey, Belal told me I got to give him a shout out. I was gonna give him a shout out anyways, but. Training with Belal, man, the guy has a plethora of knowledge. It's like a big head with a big brain. You know what I mean? Like, Belal got a dome, but that dude, like, just studies. And we studied film so much, and I got a lot of love for that dude, you know? In all seriousness, I was in a kind of a, you know, an interesting spot, right? A must win. And I went and trained with the dude, and the hospitality that he shows, the knowledge that he has, you know, God's gonna bless him for a very long time, and I'm gonna always be there for him, the same way that he was there for me, because I never forget, you know, I never forget what people do for me, and you know, the acts of kindness, no matter how big or how small they are. So that dude is just, you know, inside and outside the cage. I never understood why he got so much hate. He's actually an extremely kind dude, and he's hilarious. He really is. He's funny. He's funny as hell. Training with the dude, too, is like, you learn so much from him, man. You learn so much from him. I still haven't gotten my Crocs either, by the way.
Hey, big brain Belal.
Yeah, there you go, baby. Big brain Belal.
Get him the Crocs, right?
Yeah, that's it. Get me the Crocs.
And one more for me. A couple of years ago, you were cornered by Jeff Neal and Belal Muhammad together. They were former opponents. Now they could fight again one day. Jeff is still a contender. Belal's a champ. How special is it to see both of them succeed together?
Listen, at the end of the day, this is a sport, and the same way that I got love, admiration, and respect for Mickey, I have love and admiration and respect for both of those gentlemen. You know what I mean? And me and Jeff, we grew up in the training room in Dallas, and I've known Jeff for 10 years now. I got a lot of love for that dude. And I don't know, I carry a pretty special bond. I guess you could say, you know, sometimes I'm loyal to a fault, right? But if those two dudes ever fought each other, I pray to God it's for the most money, and that they're both safe and they're both happy. You know what I mean? Once they get done fighting. Both of those dudes deserve the world, you know what I mean? So to see them fighting at such a high level and staying there, you know, it's an amazing thing. I think it goes beyond the sport. You know, a lot of people, they try to instigate and do this and do that, but at the end of the day, when you look at it, we're all just trying to feed our families, and we're all just trying to take care of ourselves and be better humans. So we're not just animals in a cage, you know?
Just one for me.
Yes, sir.
You came back from a devastating spine injury. You came out and lost your last fight. Is this the biggest moment of your career now, fighting in front of MSG, getting the win, and just being an inspiration to a lot of people that have dealt with serious injuries and been able to battle back?
I would say it's definitely up there. You know, I know my last fight, it meant a lot to me just to get there. You know, obviously it wasn't the result that I wanted. I'm kind of frustrated with it. A lot went wrong that training camp, but you know, you live and you learn. You know, one thing I've learned is that you can't really fixate on the past. It already happened. You know, and tonight, it's like I kept telling myself backstage and this whole training camp, nothing matters but now. You know what I mean? Throughout this whole camp, I had to keep myself level-headed, because I couldn't think about MSG, right? Because it wasn't even here yet, you know? And that's something that I think my fighting career has taught me a lot, but I would say, like, this is definitely probably up there. Like, this is definitely it, right? Like, I could go on and win a championship. I could go on and make millions of dollars for the rest of my life. Like, this moment right here that I'm sharing with you guys, that I'm talking with you guys, this is like, you know, it's a very special thing to me, because, you know, as cliche as it sounds, I lost a lot of sleep, a lot of tears, a lot of blood, all of that stuff. But just to be here talking with you guys is like, it's an amazing feeling. I'm just taking it. All I got is now, right? All we got is now. This is just this present moment. And with that being said, yeah, I think this is gonna be one of the biggest moments of my life always, you know, and it's gonna be a moment like that's gonna be etched in my heart and my brain for a very long time, probably till the day I die. Yeah, 100%. Any other questions? All right, awesome. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome.